A humble request. My pen's died. Can I bury it in erase? Believing in the Bible makes you a Christian, but reading and understanding the Bible from first to the last page makes you an atheist. Strongly disagree. Sophia Lorenz. I do not permit a woman to teach or to have authority over a man. She must be silent. 1 Timothy 2:12. Please be silent, Sophia. Went to Starbucks in my scrubs, and he wrote on my cup, "Thank you for saving lives. Sir, I work at an abortion clinic." My best friend passed away, and at his grave, I said, "Bro, I really miss you. My wife has been pregnant for 8 months now. How about you reincarnate as my child?" A month later, my wife gave birth to a big boy. As my child grew older each day, I realized he looks a lot like my best friend. I'm really happy that my prayer worked. 29 little quacks that could save your life. Is that a ducking Game Boy cartridge case? This is a legit life quack, because keeping a condo in your wallet is bad news. The friction from it being in your pocket or jostled around wears down the pretext and can cause it to tear. If you keep one on you in a Game Boy cart case, that won't be an issue, because no one will have sex with you. I will not be taking a knee, nor will I ever bend the knee to anyone, except the woman I'm asking to marry me. Period. You've never had sex and it shows. Think my 2 children would disagree, to be frank. Should really stop shagging your kids. My wife said that if this post gets 100k likes, we will try now. Please don't like this. Her strap on is huge and scares me. I'm not a gorilla, but I can beat off 100 men. Germanic man sculpted by a Roman sculptor versus sculpted by a Germanic sculptor. The arts have never been their strong suit. My wife used to be a porn actor, but has now found Jesus. She sings at our church. For anonymity reasons, I can't tell you which one is her. Playing Pokemon Sapphire and naming my character Duck Me. No way this can go wrong. Mop. Oh. Duck me. Duck me. Quick. Come quickly. Me. Why aren't you passing out? Them. This smells like crap. Me. Oh. Sorry. Wrong rag. I found this while cleaning out the attic. It's wood. Looks handmade. Is 8 inches long. But I have no idea what it is or what it's for. If you were in a room with all of your sexual partners, what would you say to them? Please disregard the goat, at least until you hear the full story. I beg your pardon. I'm installing new mods. To fix the bugs, right? To fix the bugs, right? Open up for me. I'm in love with my cousin. Pornhub leak reveals most of their actors are not actually step siblings. Hold on. Sorry, what do you mean, most? What do you remember most from your first sex ed class? I remember Mrs. de Blasio, the school secretary, telling us to never believe a guy who said he couldn't wear condoms because they were too small, and then she stretched one over her head like a ski mask as proof. Ask me anything, and then edit the question to make me look like I'm bad at the game or a horrible person. Do you think Hotler is a bad person? No. He hasn't edited yet. Taylor Swift can now buy Kanye West and still have $700 million left for herself. Taylor Swift cannot buy Kanye West, as this was abolished in 1865 in the United States. A 10-year-old girl asks her mother, "Mommy, how was I born?" The mother smiled and replied, "Once upon a time, me and your daddy decided to plant a wonderful little seed. Daddy put it in the earth and I took care of it every single day. After a while, the seed started to grow more and more leaves, and in a few months, it turned into a beautiful healthy plant. So we took the plant, dried it, smoked it, and got so high that we ducked without a condo." Hey bro. Who this? This is boyfriend. Who are word wasp. I'm gonna be straight up with you. I know you her side Nick, and been seeing her. I'm cool with that. She happy. I'm happy cause I'm ducking with someone else too. So I was finna ask if you can chill with her on Saturday so I can take my other girl out. Him, can I push your stool in? Let's see how dinner goes first. You shouldn't have to bury your own son. I know. It's just so much cheaper. Life didn't start at 40. Did you hurt her? Joel, no, I saved her. Wait, the third pig. Me, I'm 45, but I have the body of a 19-year-old. Prove it. Me, opens freezer. Seaside is never the answer. You gotta outlive your enemies. This is strangely motivational. Realistic looking fake stage puff cigarettes. 3.5 inches. Prop for prank. Halloween costume. Movie. Looks real. These are great. Looks like it's lit and has people running to tell you to put it out. I work in an oil refinery and people are going insane. Worth every penny. I just sold the flat. Congrats. Thanks. My landlord is furious. Doctor, you need to eat healthy. Me, no. Doctor, the last patient who didn't change their diet after I suggested it died. Me, oh my goodness. Doctor, in a plane crash. Me, that sounds unrelated. Doctor, I'm the one that crashed it. Do not disobey me. Whose punch was the deadliest? Got a PS5 for my little brother. Best trade I ever did. Kids going trick-or-treating in the Bulk neighborhood while wearing their grandpa's old ghost costumes. Tactical tint. Before. After. Window tints. $140. What were you like as a child? I ask this in every interview. They freeze up. Most can't answer this. I try to help them. Were you mischievous? Did you often break rules? Did you egg a brown BMW outside a KFC in 2002? A 13-year-old kid egged my BMW 23 years ago outside a KFC. I've been looking for him ever since. One day, a candidate says yes. I finally found him. Robbie Beecham. I hire him. Forgiveness is important. 8 months go by, and the police find dogs in his desk. He goes to prison for 5 years. I put the dogs there. What's more important than forgiveness? A clean BMW. What happens if he dislikes the wine? He writes the owner of the restaurant. What do you all think of my auntie's new dress? AI will never be able to write like me. Why? Because I'm now inserting random sentences into every post to throw off their language learning models. Any AI emulating me will radiate a freak yellow horse spout nonsense. I write all my emails. That's not my baby, and reports like this to protect my data waffle iron 40% off. I suggest all writers and artists do the same. Strawberry mango forklift. The robot nerds will never get the better of Ken. Hey, can I have whipped cream please? Check. We can tune a fish tango foxtrot defeat AI. We just have to talk like this. All the time. Pass on carpet. When you are writing an exam you didn't study for, and bro starts beating his meat behind you, but when you convert his stroke patterns to Morse code, they're actually the answers to the exam. I just had my first kiss at 24 years old. 17 going on 18. Still no one. Besides that weird shot with my cousin, but that don't count. What the hell you talking about? Was I rizzled? Would you prefer it if I violated you instead? No. I like it when they say no. Sexual harassment gambit. Very aggressive play. Either force mate or getting banned. Force mate. Mom is sorry mommies. I promise I will be a good boy. Ain't no ducking way, this is the school that rejected me. This song is called Cousins, about my cousin that's locked in jail for life for killing a pregnant lady a few years after I told him we wouldn't look at dirty magazines together anymore. Perhaps in my self-centered mess, I felt it was my fault that I showed him those dirty magazines when he was 6, and then we acted out what we saw. My dad had Playboy magazines, but the magazines I found in the top of my mum's closet were different. My name is Ye, and I snacked my cousin's nut till I was 14. Tweet sent. The simple drink quack. To save money at Disney World. Pre-pandemic I would just look for the 1/2 or 3/4 full bottles left around the park. Tasted just as good. My goldfish's urine tastes saltier than usual. Should I feed him more plant-based products? Domestic abuse shouldn't be taken lightly, no matter the outfit, in my opinion. Men informals hit different. 6 golden rules for ducking. 1. Effing once a week is good for your health but harmful if done every day. 2. Effin gives proper relaxation for your mind and body. 3. Effin refreshes you. 4. After effin, don't eat too much, go for more liquids. 5. When effin, try to stay in bed, because it can save you valuable energy. 6. Effin can even reduce your cholesterol level. So remember, fasting is good for your health. May the Almighty cleanse your dirty mind. Mike Leach was talked down from lining up a little person in the backfield and then throwing them over the line of scrimmage in short yardage situations. Other than the optics of doing this, why wouldn't this be allowed? And logistically, shouldn't it work? What's the worst time to get honey? At work. As a mall Santa. Ho ho ho. I heard the Happy Wheels sound effect lol. Oh lord. Oh, you're a leftist? Name everyone who has left you. My mom. My grandfather. My uncle. It meant romance. Your app name is Lil plus the last reason you were in the hospital. Lila Dorshan. A rare jet stream pattern known as an omega bulk will bring a mix of rain, storms, snow, and temperature flip-flops across the country. Omega bulk pattern expected to bring snow, storms. I was short. I mean I was shot by gun. Oh my god. Go to the hospital. Already there. Why are you on Grindr? I'm looking for long-term relationship. Vaccine lad. So I accidentally gave myself my own vaccine. The pharmacy tech scooted the tray to me and left, and I was like, I guess I'm doing this myself. And just wiped my shoulder with the alcohol thingy and gave myself the vaccine. The pharmacy tech looked at me like I just killed someone. I saw 2 homeless guys vaccinate themselves behind Wendy's. I see Kai nickname. I see Kai main characters have really cool nicknames. Ruler of Monsters. Devil of the Rhine. Bulk Swordsman. Sorcerer King. The Panty Thief. Devil of the Shield. My 17 male brother-in-law is dating 13 female. Should we do something? Me and my husband are deeply disturbed by the fact that his brother, let's call Bob, is dating a middle schooler. They've been seeing each other for 6 months. Romeo and Juliet was a 3-day fling that ended in 6 adults. Romeo and Juliet is not a love story. It's a 3-day relationship between a 13-year-old and a 17-year-old that resulted in 6 adults. Likely ducked on IKEA, Espava, Box Spring. $40. Description. We bought a house, and the previous owners left it in the basement. $40 and it's yours. And no, I didn't make sweet love on it. Well, at least not yet. All purchases come with a warm hug, and whatever godforsaken kid's toy that is in my line of sight. Can someone make this a professional LinkedIn headshot? I don't have a job, can't pay. Texas County Sheriff's Department. I can't go to the bathroom because my husband is playing this game in there. What's the cringiest thing you ever did? And I don't want to hear oh I paid during class one time in 2nd grade. No, I want something vile. I busted during a test thinking the clarity effect would make me smarter. Go to European subreddit. Mention that Hotler killed 100,000 plus gypsies. Ban for portraying Hotler in a positive light. Trainer. Pokemon Trader. Trade one of the basic Pokemon or evolution cards in your hand for one of the basic Pokemon or evolution cards from your deck. Show both cards to your opponent. Shuffle your deck afterward. Me, should I open it or should I keep it sealed? Everybody else at the funeral. People not knowing this is from a doujin, where Sasuke gets railed by Naruto 2 pages before. Mood. Papa, you're so uncool. So not that different from actual Naruto. Got it. Imagine a shadow clone gang dang odd source guy. Did you know that Pixar did a lot of work shopping for their ideal mom body? They figured they had to differentiate between the adolescent female body and the adult one, and thought bigger babs would be too sexual, so they went with big hips or bottom as a defining factor. I still have fantasies about Mrs. Incredible. Bro threw in a fun fact at the end. I could go over my Pixar mom tier list if you wanted. Spoiler alert, Nemo's mom is higher than you'd expect. You are suddenly teleported 10 feet to the left. How does that change your present situation? I would still be on top of your mom. Movie ideas. A 90s bully is sent into the future to present day to a school full of tradespeople, TikTokers, and diversity. Give me your lunch money. Gets shot. I escaped war in Iran and immigrated to America just for my son to play dress up and kiss boys. Bring him to me and I'll set him straight. I'm sure that Reddit user fboybreeder100 have no ulterior motives in this. Everyone is calling me a school shooter, and it really ducking hurts. I can't even hurt a fly without feeling like a sadist thick shot, and now I'm being associated with cold-blooded child killers. Feels bad, man. Time to teach them a lesson. Let's just appreciate that Doofenshmirtz turned into a comical German villain after failing art school. You'll remember when our grandmas used to make us nut before we went on dates, just to make sure we didn't have slacks. Did she take out her teeth first? Wow, where can you get something like that? Probably self-made, but still impressive. It's called a woman, and you can find them just about anywhere. A bite from the Brazilian wandering spider can cause an erection that lasts up to 4 hours. We really need to save the Amazon. 126 men have nutted in me prior to my relationship, and my man still loves me for me. A king. He just broke up with me. Y'all won. One time on a date, I told a guy I had an OnlyFans and he walked out. Later that night, he subscribed and sent the photos to my mom. Mom's answer, her OnlyFans is trash, subscribe to mine. My sister feeling sad because the tickets to her favorite band were sold out. Me who bought her a ticket. Never ask a man his salary, a woman her age, Mojang, how they got the panda delt sound. Cutting your tennis balls in half allows you to store 2 more balls in each can, saving space. Nice idea. Now I can keep 2 bodies in my fridge. I cheated all of my law exams and I'm graduating next year. Cambridge Uni. You apologizing to all of your clients after they get life for a parking ticket. Just finished my chemotherapy treatment and all that's left is steroids and radiotherapy, and then I'm answer free. Most of us are answer free. You ain't special. Disney characters names explained. Lion in Swahili. No one in Latin. Friend in Swahili. Direct pens in English. Brings a whole new meaning to you've got a friend in me. This concept for mess-free urinals would probably create a different kind of mess. Never thought about the fact that this is basically a randomized STD vending machine. Apparently Amazon doesn't have any bussy. LMRO. Mom, what the duck? Your brother's graduation is coming up. Okay. I saw him texting someone that he loves eating bussy, so I was gonna ship some to his dorm. You insert a Q-tip too far in your rear, hear a click, and all of a sudden you see a panel that says your human settings. What's the first thing you do? Turn on dark mode. You want to lose your rights? My great-grandparents were in a concentration camp. So was my grandpa. He died there. Poor fella fell out of the guard tower. One time, I met a small autistic child at the vet and told him I'm autistic too. Then he asked if he could pet the kitten I had with me, and I said yes. When he was done petting her, his mom told him to say thanks, and he thanked the kitten. Did you tell the mom she can bring autistic children to the regular doctor? She doesn't need to bring them to the vet. I asked my German friend if he knew the square root of 81. He said no. I was making love to my German girlfriend last night, and for some reason, she kept screaming her age. Your son tells you that he's not a virgin anymore. Nobody in your house has gone outside in the last 5 months. The cat starts walking funny. People whose jobs require them to enter someone else's house, such as plumbers and electricians. What was the weirdest thing you've seen at a customer's house? My wife. What's a hard pill to swallow that you want to tell your significant other, but would never dare to? Your mom is the most annoying woman I have met in my life. Putting this as nicely as possible. My wife's nickname from me is Bambi. She thinks it's because of her big brown eyes, but it's really because I want to shoot her mom. What's something you'd rather you didn't know about? I was working at Disney World when an obese dad tripped walking out of a restaurant with his child in his arms. He landed on the baby and there was no crying. In typical Disney fashion, was not announced dead until it was off Disney property. Japanese police use a tactic called Bohanyo Karaboru, where they throw balls full of paint to help track people and cars that flee a crime scene. We do something similar in America, but instead of paintballs, we use guns. Waiter, kids under 12 are free to eat. Me, thanks. I'll have 2 kids. Waiter, everyone knows the younger the meat the tastier. If you've ever donated blood, the blood could be in someone's donor right now. I mean, if a vampire bites you, drains your blood, and then ducks you, you are essentially ducking yourself with your own blood in a corpse dodo. Where do I sign up for that? Yo, what's up? It's your neighbor Mike from apartment 204. Yo, what's up Mike? Can y'all duck quieter please? It's 12 and I'm trying to sleep. I'm at work right now. Mike. Where'd you go bro? An adult and a kid would be laughing at this for different reasons. What? Women are honier than men. Change my mind. I was so honey once. I made a hole in my wall and started ducking my house. So that's how you become man of the house. They took a selfie on GTA Online, became friends, and traveled to meet and take a photo at the exact same location. How strange. Normally what happens is that you get your organs removed. I once lost my job and couldn't afford the mortgage. Was going to lose my home, so I drove and drove until I came to the edge of a cliff. I was going to drive off it when the people around me came to my rescue. They gave me their money to pay my mortgage. The message is this: never give up on people, as you can be pleasantly surprised by others' generosity. This is a big thank you to all the passengers on my bus that day.